We move then to the Olympics.
Lovely.
Because straight after we brought the European Championship, we're delighted to say here on talkSPORT for the first time, we'll be bringing you plenty of Olympic coverage as well. Expectations are high, of course, that we medal in a lot of events. We've always been pretty decent at rowing, it's fair to say.
Yeah, very much so.
Partly, we should be thankful, I'd say, well, largely, to our next guest, who won 5 medals, 5 golds in 5 consecutive Olympic Games. That will never be done again, you would think. It is Sir Steve Redgrave. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Morning, Paul. Morning, Charlie. Morning. It's afternoon.
Yeah, it's all right. I know you've had.
Paul and Charlie. Sorry, I've been in the studio for quite a few hours.
You've had a long day of it. I can understand. That's not a problem.
It's been good.
We're going to before we talk about the Olympics, we're going to talk about another matter that you want to talk to us about: shingles. Tell us more, Steve.
Yeah, I've been working with GSK for the last few months, and of sort of getting to know of all sorts of different areas, but. Shingles, 1 in 4 of us will come down with shingles. I haven't had shingles myself, but my sister has, and I've done some work with Janet Street Porter on this before, and hearing their stories of how uncomfortable and of the situation is of having shingles. And so that there's a great website out there of getshinglesready.co.uk, and that those of us sort of aging, we're more of a higher risk, so more healthy lifestyle, being a little bit more active than we do is a great process. So anybody concerned about it, go out there to that website and get things checked out. Our immune system goes down a little bit as we get older, and so we become a little bit more susceptible to these issues. So of the flu vaccine, of we all know about the COVID vaccines out there. There's a lot of things out there that can help us to make sure that we have a healthy and comfortable aging process.
So people should go along to getshinglesready.co.uk. Getshinglesready.co.uk.
I suggested all the shingle ladies as an alternative to that, but I don't know if that's any good, Steve, for you in future interviews.
A good pun. I'm not quite sure of how GSK would like that one.
Oh, okay.
Suggest
it to him, Steve.
We can work with it.
Read the room, Charlie. Read the room. So, Steve, I mean, we have, as I said, high expectations of winning medals in rowing. What sort of shape are we in? There's a few familiar names in there, isn't there, in the Team GB lineup heading to Paris?
There are a few names that have been to the Olympics before, but some of them, I think we've got over 50% of the team haven't been to Olympics before. Rio was of pretty outstanding for us from that, but Tokyo was a bit of a hardship. We didn't produce any gold medals there, but the team's back on form. We've got 4 boats that are reigning world champions. At the last international regatta, we had 5 boats that won gold medals in Olympic class boats. So we're going to have a very, very strong team. And my prediction is 3, 4, possibly 5 gold medals from Great Britain, which us and the Netherlands are the 2 strong nations at the moment. They're going to be battling out for the top honours for the rowing medal table at the Olympics. But I think it's going to be us.
You've been doing a bit with Daley Thompson as well today. I know he's been involved in the campaign. And Daley, I saw Daley at the airport a little while ago, and he's always Adidas'd up.
Oh yeah,
I mean he's obviously got the full. They have got the full value from sponsoring Daley back in the
absolutely,
day.
yeah.
But he always looks like he's just about to take that tracksuit off and line up for the 100 metres. Steve, he still looks in good shape, doesn't he?
He's in very good shape as well. He's looking at. I've known Daley for 102 years, I think. But this is the first time that we've actually ever worked with each other. And funny enough, when a bus comes along, another one comes around pretty quickly. We're doing something on the Seine just before the Olympics on a cruise. We've got a 2-night cruise out there, which will be a lot of fun.
You're not rowing then? This has got a motor in it, this boat, has it?
It's taken me a lot of time to get Daley on water, but I've eventually done it. But
the opening ceremony's on the Seine, isn't it? That's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
It's going to be fascinating to see how they do it. A lot of the countries are saying they're not going to get involved in it because there's going to be a lot of travelling involved and a lot of time process.
Right.
So I know the British team are being advised not to take part in the opening ceremony, which is a bit of a shame. But when you're trying to get the sort of highlights of your sporting career and trying to win Olympic gold medals or make finals, is that you've got to be at the top shape. So you've got to look after yourself and making sure that you're not putting yourself at a disadvantage.
How do you look after yourself these days? Having been uber fit for most of your life, I mean, you're early 60s now, Steve. How do you maintain a level of fitness? I take it isn't the rowing machine at the gym.
Yeah, I've got somebody over my shoulder that just wants to stick his head in.
Yeah, don't you two be talking about me?
Oh, there's Daley.
Hello,
Daley.
There he is, Daley. I was just saying, we were saying nice things about you, saying that you still look game ready. You're in good nick.
Okay, well, and I'm going to lie to you and tell you Steve looks like he's in good nick.
And he is lying.
I'll leave you to it, fellas.
Cheers, Daley. Thank you.
Cheers, Daley. All the best. So, sorry, Steve. Before you were rudely interrupted.
Yeah, I know. He's very rude, but always worth it. I suppose that Daley's still got his own gym. He still works out on a regular basis. That's why he looks so good and fit.
Yeah.
But he finds it's one of the best things when we sat down this morning and chatting around. He says, "Do you find it difficult getting up out of the chair every now and again, or standing up off the floor?" And I'm thinking, thank God you're saying that, because you look in incredible shape. And I do struggle with that, and he struggles with that a little bit as well. I suppose one of the things that we're promoting today is to keep sort of active. That if we don't use our body, it seizes up. The older you get, the harder it is to get moving. I've got problems with my hands. Daley's got a problem with his shoulder. My knees are pretty shot. So regular exercise, even if it's low intensity. As you guys know, I play a little bit of golf, very, very badly. But that's a good walk spoilt. But it actually helps from a mental health issue as well, of being out there, communicating with other people, being involved, being relied on to be there. Gives you a little bit more routine in your life. And I do a little bit of cycling, not so much out on the roads as I used to, but in the winter I've got a static bike in my garage, and mate's got similar in his garage. So we get on social media, we'll chat with each other for possibly 45 minutes to an hour session that we'll do. And then as we get later in the stage of that, the conversation stops. But again, it's having somebody else around that motivates you to get out there and doing it. If I didn't have him, I probably wouldn't do it.
Well, good to talk to you, Steve. All the best.
Thanks, Steve.
Enjoy the Olympics. Maybe we'll catch up with you during the tournament. Thanks very much.
Yeah, it's great that you got the rights for the games, and looking forward to your commentary.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Steve. There's Sir Steve Redgrave, 5 gold medals, consecutive gold medals.
A few gold medals in that room then, weren't there?
There was, Daley as well, very much so, yeah. So, we will be bringing you the Olympics live on talkSPORT.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.